Välkommen to Minfuel. This is day 9 of the Archaon Month project. And finally, we have Archaon and his shield. So this is a really cool rider model. Like you guys can't see it from here, but I'm going to take it down and I'll show you the details. Now this is the big man himself, Archaon, and his shield. If we rotate him a bit, you guys can see that he's got a really strong, dynamic, rider pose. His cape is suitably and dramatically wavy. He's got a hair thing that definitely has a real name. But he's also quite he's got a lot of really good detail on his model here. So you guys can see obviously his sword is really cool. He's got the same the skulls that you saw on the first Archaon models, like the ones on foot. And in details that are too small to see, he's actually in here got a separate eyepiece, which is the Eye of Shirian, which is one of the items he has. Interestingly enough, this model does not show any flesh whatsoever. So it's really one of those, it's quite unique in that sense that it's completely enclosed. Most Chaos models usually show their head, show their arms, or show their stomachs. But this guy doesn't. So I've put him on the base so that I can when I'm painting him, put him on the Citadel paint handle, because that's just such a great tool. I've also not attached his shield because when the shield is on, obviously it will cover a large part of his body there, make it much more difficult to paint. Just using this tool to point with. New trick I've learned. So yeah, and it also, when you attach the shield, this shield actually has a lot of detail on the inside, and I don't want to cover that up because that's going to be really hard to paint once this guy's fully attached. Now, because I have the original model, I figured it's nice to get a comparison. So you can see that even though he's sort of spread his legs in this position, he's quite a bit larger. He's also quite a bit more massive. He's physically much bigger. You can see that his legs here go up to a bit further on the other Archaon model. But they do still share a lot of details. They got the horns, they've got the skulls. Well, those are the most important details, but his sword also got an upgrade in the transition to the end times, and also his shield, as you can see that it's got a different sort of design on it. So I think that's cool. You get the originality, you get the connection, but there's also very clearly an evolution here. And just to size these two models up, we've got our comparison liberator here. He's got a nice epic pose, and he is a tiny person next to the Everchosen. So this really shows just how large this guy's going to be. Obviously he's not on Dorgar yet because that's quite difficult, painting wise, and I'm going to spend a lot of time painting this guy. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to make sure that he's easy to paint because it's the finished result that matters. So I hope you guys enjoy that look, because if you enjoyed it, come by tomorrow for day 10 of the Archaon Month build. How far will I have gotten then? Who knows? Until that next time, ha det bra!